Retro Ghetto.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Retro Ghetto. We're going to jump straight into it this time because there's a lot to get through. On this episode, we're going to be discussing subsets. So not only am I going to be showing you guys some new subsets which I've been going for and keeping to myself behind camera for a few weeks, we're also going to be taking a look at a couple of sets which I've loosely mentioned before but never quite committed out loud to going for the completion of. We've also got some fantastic giveaways to get through, as well as what is without a doubt the most ridiculous and expensive subset I've ever reached for, and that's saying something, right? Looking at the PS3 Essentials that we got to finish last year. But anyway, we'll get to all that a little bit later on in the video, because first of all, let's complete a subset, shall we? If we're going to go on to all these new endeavours, I think we should probably get one ticked off, and that is the PlayStation Greatest Hits on the PlayStation 4, or PlayStation Hits, sorry. And we're going to start with Dishonored 2. The Dishonored series is one that I've never actually jumped into. Heard loads of good things about this. A lot of people say how much they enjoy this series of games. From what I understand, it's like a stealthy game, which I'm more of a kick in the door with a big shotgun type guy when it comes to playing games. But this is definitely one that I will jump into one day, because like I say, I hear so much good stuff about it. So with any of these games, if you've played them and you think I should be bumping them up my gaming catalogue, then yeah, let me know in the comment section below. The next one here is Monster Hunter World, a game which I've never played for very different reasons. This is one that I've no doubt that I would enjoy. It's Capcom, it's very mythical, it's chasing down these big beasts, and I think the only thing that stopped me from jumping into this is the same reason that I no longer play Football Manager, the same reason that Stardew Valley still sat on my shelf over there, sealed, just because I know how many hours you have to put into these games in terms of beating them, and I just don't have enough hours available in my life right now to commit to something as wide a scope as this. But yeah, I've got no doubt that I would thoroughly enjoy these games should I jump into them. And the first thing to say about these couple of games for the PlayStation Hit subset is these aren't particularly rare. It's just that I did it the right way around. I was very fortunate that I went for the heavy hitters early on with this collection, and we'll take a look at some of those in a moment. But drum roll please, this is the set completed, and that is with One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. One Piece isn't something I know much about. I'm not a huge anime guy. I know it's a massive franchise within its own right. This of the three is actually the rarer one. I don't think I've ever actually seen this sat on the shelves at CX or anything like that. But yeah, I've got to give a massive shout out to Rob B. Rob B hooked me up with these games and sold them to me at a very good price. And the reason being is he was going for the full set. A lot of guys over on the Ghetto Gang Discord have been going on the journey for the PlayStation Hits full set. I believe there's 57 in that set. And I think like a lot of other people, he sort of ran out of steam because he found it very difficult once he got towards the end of the set. I think it was actually Fallout 4 that Rob tapped out on. I think he was looking for that game for over 6 months, and he's just decided to sort of like give up on it, move his set on and go on to endeavours new with regards to collecting. So yeah, I'm not sure if he was going for a full sealed set. I know that there are a couple of people in the Ghetto Gang that are even more hardcore than me that went for the whole set sealed. But yeah, it's nice to have all of these sealed going into my collection. But yeah, one of them sets that for me always felt like a natural progression. Going from the PlayStation 3 Essentials, those red spines, and the journey that was, that's been well documented on the channel. To date, the only full set in the world that's known about. I always get a lot of heat when I say that, as if it's some sort of like flex, but prove me wrong, right? Nobody else has got one that they can show. There are a couple of people very close on the Discord, like 1 or 2 or 3 away, I think. But yeah, those last few, FIFA 17 and others, are very difficult. I actually was fortunate enough to get 2 copies of FIFA 17, one of which I gave away over on the Discord. But yeah, getting back to greatest hits, not only is Fallout 4 a difficult one, Gundam, that's another one that we found very difficult. I think we managed to track down a random Polish seller that had that, because that's the thing with these subsets. Whilst they're all obviously PAL territory, those territories can differ widely. Some of these games only got certain releases in certain countries, and subsets are always more difficult than you think they're going to be. There's always a handful of games which you don't imagine would be difficult to get. Like Fallout 4, if you weren't collecting for greatest hits and you saw a greatest hits version of Fallout 4 in your local CX or whatever, you won't think nothing of it. But when you're actually looking for it, you start to realise, hang on, this game's nowhere to be found. And yeah, there's a few like that on the set. But yeah, with Rob's help, that's my set done. It's always a great feeling to complete a subset. And yeah, a few more red spines for the red shelving area, and I'm delighted about that. Right, so with that subset completed, it's time to take a look at a couple of sets that I have loosely mentioned on the channel previously, but like I say, never fully committed to, but now I think maybe is the time to fully commit. The first of those is the Electronic Arts Yellow Spine games over on the Mega Drive. Now, to clarify with this one, I'm not going for the full Electronic Arts PAL Mega Drive set. There are a couple of early releases that were done on Black Label, such as 888 Attack Sub, but I'm specifically concentrating on that Yellow Spine goodness. There are, of course, a lot of White Spine sports games as well. I've got a few FIFAs that I can see from here, and again, I'm not in a rush to have a load of White Spine sports games. I can live without those. And for me, I think from my calculations, there's 69 Yellow Spine games. I find it very difficult to find a list. This is usually where the Ghetto Gang on the Discord help me out, but I think I'm the only person stupid enough to be collecting these that I'm aware of. And a lot of the lists that I've seen and found online are the full EA Sports set, as opposed to just the Yellow Spine. So to my money, counting the Yellow Spines I've been able to find thus far, I think there's 69, of which I have 21. Most of which are in that far corner. There's also the 3 Road Rash games over on the additional shelving area just there. Now with this set, I think it's a bit of a misconception that these are all relatively cheap and available games, because a lot of them are. A lot of these are filler, and a lot of these are quite low in terms of pricing. However, there are some more expensive ones, such as Blaze of Vengeance. That's a game that I've been hunting for a little while now. We actually went to CEX to try and find that when I went on that York trip.
Yeah, that was it.
It looks a bit wavy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of money for a wavy. I take it's got the manual.
Yeah.
Again, it's rusted a bit, but
Yeah, that's why we're inside, mate.
yeah. It's all right, lovey. I'm done now. I'm not going to run away with it. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Sadly, it was in real bad condition, but yeah, that's definitely not a cheap game, so it won't be a cheap set to complete, especially with me having, what, roughly 50 more of these things to get. This is very much going to be one of those on the back burner subsets. This isn't one that I'm going to necessarily be hunting down and save searches on eBay and all that. This is one of them that's going to be very much as and when I go to certain video game shops or CEX. It just gives me something else to focus on, something else that I kind of look towards, something else that I can pick up and be happy with to bring into my room. And over time, I'm sure we'll get to the last few, the more expensive or rarer few. But yeah, I love collecting video games. I love collecting retro games, 16-bit, and that's definitely a subset which I think is going to be a fun journey to go on. And speaking of fun, that's exactly what this next subset is. So this is something that I kind of resisted at first. It's kind of been forced upon me because I've just sort of naturally added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of, I think, the 11 that are in this set. And as you start to get more of these and you put them together, you realise how great the spines look when they're in a row together. And that's obviously what I'm all about. You guys know how much I love curating my games room, displaying the games, and these things look fantastic on display. And that is the Lego subset of sleeve covers that was released across both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I do have these over both systems. As you can see here, I've got the Xbox One release. Ultimately, I'm going to whittle this down to PlayStation 4. So I'm going to be going for the full PlayStation 4 Lego sleeve subset. And of all the subsets that I'm going to be speaking about today, this is the easiest by far. These are abundantly available. You see these all the time in CEX. Even if you go into your local Mike Ashley Emporium and see the little game kiosk, if you're lucky you might have 1 or 2 shelves in there. Even those have got brand new reduced down games of this ilk with these sleeve covers on them. So yeah, definitely not a difficult one to go for. Very attainable. If you're thinking about dipping your toes into the subset world, this is definitely one that I would start with, and I've actually got a nice giveaway that I'll get to in a moment. But first things first, let's go through the games I've actually got. So I've currently got the Marvel Superheroes 2. We've got the Lego Jurassic World. This is one of my favourite ones. I think this cover just pops. And that is Lego City Undercover. Also because it's probably my favourite Lego game to date. I haven't put lots of time into a lot of the Lego games, but this is one that I'm currently playing with RG Jr. It's sort of like his first steps into open world, and it's one of them games that genuinely can be enjoyed by kids and adults. There's a lot of humour in here, and yeah, it's just a real good game. It's almost like GTA for kids. I think that's probably the best way to describe that one. We've got Lego Avengers. Got the Incredibles. We have Harry Potter collection. And the final one of the 7 that I currently own, we've got the DC Super Villains. Now, in terms of the 3 that I still need the Lego Movie one. I still need Lego Ninjago. and I still need Lego Hobbit. So yeah, that's 3 that I'm going to be keeping my eyes out for. I was in CX recently digging through the shelves trying to find one. Sadly, they just had a couple of the ones that I already have. But yeah, I just need 3 more of these to complete the subset. And is it 3 actually? I thought there was 11 in the set. Lego Worlds, excuse me, I need 4. There's Lego Worlds as well. So yeah, there's 11 in the set. And there's also a steelbook, which goes along with these for some reason. I think it was sold as like a pre-order bonus or something like that. It doesn't really make any sense because there's nothing to put in the steelbook. I'm not in a rush for that. But yeah, those are the 4 I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for. But look at that. Look at that spine goodness. Tell me that doesn't look great on the shelf. So yeah, really happy with that set. And I have got a couple of sleeves to give away. So the first giveaway of this episode is going to be for these. So simply put in the comment section below, Ghetto Lego, and we'll announce the winner of these next week. So Ghetto Lego, I've got a DC Supervillains one and a Marvel Superheroes 2. For some reason, I've actually got 2 copies of both of these. So one I'll be doing a giveaway over on the Ghetto Gang Discord, and the other is open to everybody in the comment section below. So if you want to start out this subset collection, Lego Ghetto in the comment section below. But it's time to get serious. Retro Ghetto. So, unlike the collections that we've looked at thus far, this is one that I have been actively pursuing. I've been sort of searching far and wide, eBay, everywhere else. Sadly, I'm not the only person. Everybody on the Discord seems to be collecting these things, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm absolutely stupid for doing it. The reason being is, these things used to be relatively cheap, and in recent times, they've got ridiculously priced. We're going to look at the pricing a little bit more once I finish showing you which ones I already have, but for what they are, they're massively overpriced, in my opinion, which is why I haven't yet finished the set. But that is the only on PlayStation sleeve subset. So these things were exclusive to game. So a few years ago now, there was this game promotion and they were releasing PlayStation exclusive titles. I think it was just a way of shifting probably excess units, right? Giving them a second lease of life, a new lick of paint by putting these sleeves on, and these sleeves are absolutely stunning. So we're going to go through the ones which I currently have, and then we're going to take a look at the ones that I still need. So I've got Uncharted 4. I mean, look at that. So they come with like a matte finish, but then there's also like a gloss element to it, and the art style, I think these are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, we've got Uncharted 4. We have got a Wipeout Omega collection. We actually looked at a Wipeout Omega collection sleeve on last week's vlog. That was really nice. So we've now got 2 nice Wipeout sleeves. We've got Horizon Zero Dawn. One of my favourites, that. Look at that. Another one of my favourites. Spider-Man. You guys know how I love red. They're just so tastefully done. I think that's probably the right word. They're just beautiful, aren't they? God of War. Of course. That blue pops. One of the rarer ones, one which has become quite expensive actually, and I've got to give a shout out to my boy Connor for hooking me up with one of these. Ratchet and Clank. And The Last of Us Remastered. Now, before I get into the ones that I still need, I want to explain why I've made it even more difficult for myself to complete this subset. But again, how beautiful do the spines look? I would like to find a way to get these forward facing, to be fair. The artwork on these is so nice that, you know, one of these newly emptied shelves we've got here in the 3.0 would look great adorned with these. So maybe once I complete the set, we'll do that. But the reason I've made this even harder on myself, despite the fact that I should have done this years ago instead of waiting for some reason till now, when it just coincidentally goes in hand with the prices going through the roof, I don't know why, is I've gone for the plain back. So there's 2 backs to these. Every one of these seems to have 2 backs, and I think one of them was a display back that would have been in the shop, to the best of my guess. So you'll be seeing images now that I find from eBay or from the gang. One of them has a back that shows some pictures of the game, and it's basically a little bit more informative text on there. Now I'm trying to go for all the plain backs. I just think they look better. It's completely ridiculous because you're never going to see the back. It's just that it's my preference, and because I've got, what, 7 of the 10, I'd like to complete the full set now, if possible, with what we've dubbed the plain back variant of it. So yeah, that's the 7 that I currently have. And the 3 remaining is Bloodborne, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian. Now, I think they might be the 3 most expensive. And like I said to you at the start, these things, in my opinion, are way overpriced. And I'm determined to do this without paying silly money. I haven't paid ridiculous prices for any of these. And to be honest, I was hoping to make this video once I had all 10. But it's just taken me too long to find those final 3. Because, yeah, people just want ridiculous prices for them. I don't personally value them at that. And I won't want to be spending the ridiculous prices that people want for these things. You'll be seeing now some overlay of like what people are wanting for these things on eBay. It's never going to happen. So I'm either going to live with 7 forever, I'm going to get lucky. If there's anybody out there that's sitting on one of the 3 that I need or wants to trade or anything, get at me, let me know. I'd be happy to purchase one off you. Equally, I might have to lower my standards in terms of the backs. So if anyone's got one of the ones that is the different back, I think at this point I might have to accept my fate. And yeah, the last 3 might have to be the more informative backs if needs be. But just a fantastic subset. It really is. I remember at the time when these first came out, because I was actively collecting when these originally came out again. I think it was just one of them where when they first came out, everybody was clamouring for them. And I kind of thought, I'll wait. I'll let the hype die down, I'll let the price die down. And it just took me too long to get back into it. I've been doing so many other things with collecting that just passed me by for a couple of years. And now I've got back to it. Like I say, it's just coincided with the prices going through the roof for whatever reason. But yeah, an amazing set. Beautiful, beautiful sleeve cover set that. And if you think that that is the ridiculously priced, ridiculously hard set to complete that I've been speaking about, you'd be wrong. Very wrong. Retro Ghetto. So if you watch the channel, it will be a given by now that I love the colour red. I love Super Nintendo. You put the 2 together, what do you get? You get a Nintendo Classics line. Yes, so some of the Super Nintendo goodness was re-released as Super Nintendo Classics, and they were given a red box treatment, red spine, the whole shebang. And again, another one of the reasons I've been wanting to make this video for months but delayed it is because I was hoping to have a brand new one in my collection. I was hoping I could discuss this and say, here's one I got earlier and show you a brand new addition to the collection. But these things that I don't already own are so ridiculously expensive that I just haven't been able to find one to add to show you guys. But I do have 3 of them in my collection already, potentially 4. I'm gonna let you guys decide that in the comment section below. But anyway, I have Tetris and Dr. Mario. So as you can see, they all have that Nintendo Classic seal with a little Mario gold coin on. I just think they look great. And how good will these look on the red wall we've got back there? Not only that, but the other thing that really pushed me over the edge, really convinced me to go for this subset, was that Super Mario 5 Stars pack that I picked up. The red console with all the red games. How cool will that look? In my mind, I can see it. But yeah, so we've got Tetris and Dr. Mario. We've got Mario Kart. Now, I think often with budget titles, they look worse in the re-release. You know, you look at Platinum games and things like that. In my opinion, the standard editions look better, but how beautiful does that look? The red just pops, right? Something about red. It really is. So yeah, anyway, we've got Mario Kart. I've got Mario All-Stars, the 3rd variant of Mario All-Stars, plus the 2 consoles. So yeah, that's the 3 definites that I have. And they are the cheapest and easiest to find. I found all of these before I was really actively going for this subset. I just sort of came across them. I thought, yeah, it was a cool variant to have. That's as easy as it gets, but we'll get to the rest in a minute. The other one is this one. It's a Super Mario World. This obviously comes in the yellow box here, which in recent times, for some reason, has become ridiculously priced. I'm not sure why. And the red box. Now, this isn't by definition a Nintendo Classics. It doesn't say Nintendo Classics on it. It doesn't have the Mario seal, but it's a variant. It's red. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that's one of this set. But again, I really struggled to find a definitive list as to how many of these things are out there. And the reason being is, and anybody else that's been stupid enough to go for this subset will be able to confirm, what's made this infinitely difficult to not only find any information about them, but to search for the games themselves, is the SNES Mini. So if you type in Nintendo or Super Nintendo or SNES Classics on eBay, Google, anything, you just get a list of SNES Minis, one after the other. You have to scroll through them to try and find the red box goodness. Yeah, it's been a right pain. But from what I have found, there are a few more. So from what I've been able to find, there are 7 of these, of which I have 3. We're not going to include Mario for now. Now, they include Super Street Fighter 2, which, again, looks beautiful with that red. SimCity, which I can only find for ridiculous prices. And when I say ridiculous prices, I told you this was a ridiculous set to go for, right? And Donkey Kong game. So Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong 2. I don't think there's a Donkey Kong 3. If you sort of search it again, it's very sort of like vague. You will find a Donkey Kong Country 3 red cover, but they always seem to be from Etsy, and they're always in French. I don't know if there's going to be like a weird thing, as we spoke about earlier, with subsets, where there's some that release in certain territories. There might be French ones, but to my mind, I've only been able to find Etsy ones, so obviously I'm not interested in custom or anything like that. So, I don't know. I think there's only, what's that, 7, of which I have 3. But it's a ridiculously expensive 4, which still remain. But I just can't get out of my mind how nice it will look having that console with those games all displayed in the red wall over there. Yeah, that is my ridiculous subset. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I've been wanting to do this video for so long, like I say. I was hoping to have the full only on PlayStation sleeve set before I got here. I was hoping to have a new one of these, but hey, it just sort of highlights how difficult some of these subsets are. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what subset you're currently after. And there is one thing that I forgot. This is something I probably should have mentioned earlier in the video. We'll just do it now, I don't matter. Ghetto by name, ghetto by nature. And I have a sleeve only cover of God of War. So if you're going for the only on PlayStation set, and it is the more desirable plain back, in the comment section below, Ghetto War. So we've got the Ghetto Lego and Ghetto War. Comment in the section below if you want one of these, and we'll get these out to you guys next week. So I think that's pretty much everything, although there was one other subset. You can get these in Game Boy cases, but I think I've got enough on for now. Maybe we'll get to that a little bit down the line. I'm going to go before I think of any more. Guys, as always, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. Play your games, keep it retro. I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Baba, hey, what you took? Good lad. Good lad.
Lock into the retro ghetto. Come and have a look around the ghetto. We got Sonic and Staples settle. Lock into the retro ghetto.
Okay, so usually when it comes to post-credit gameplay, I like to play a game which I added to my collection on said episode. But Dishonored 2, Monster Hunter World, and One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 aren't really pick up and play 10-15 minute games. So, with all that in mind, I thought we'd jump back into the world of Abathur for a couple of reasons. One, you guys have kind of been on this journey pretty much with me now, certainly towards the latter half of the game. And again, as I echoed on the Sunday vlog, I'm getting so close to the end, I don't have much spare time in my life to play games that I just want to crack through it now. I want to get it done. I've already started playing something else, which is a huge, vast game. I've got a lot to say about that game, so join me on Sunday for that. But I, of course, want to get this finished before I really delve into that new game. So, since you last saw me, we have made it to the 10th and final world. I've completed the first 2 stages. So I think for my money, there's, 3 more stages, and then I'm assuming that one there is a final boss. So, 3 stages and a boss. Let's try and get at least 1 stage done today, but obviously, at this point, the difficulty has ramped up massively. Oh, tell me this is a shmup level. Yes! We are back! Ah, yes! So, I always say how varied the gameplay is. How many other games out there do you ride a dolphin that has projectiles coming out of its mouth? This is the Echo game we wanted! Where was this game? I was a young child. I got duped into buying Echo. I've never been so confused, sat there swimming around a little bit of ocean, not having a clue what to do. This is what I wanted. Projectile firing dolphin at piranhas, shooting what looked like blackcurrant hull soothers at me. This is the Echo we deserved. Right. Oh dear. I'm getting too carried away. I'm too carried away. This reminds me of Raiden 2 all over again. My wrist's hurting. Can I just hold the projectile down? Do I have to keep pressing it? I cannot hold it down. I do have to keep pressing it. So let's hope we can get this done without too many deaths. I think all, I repeat, all platform and like action adventure games should have at least one shmup level in there somewhere, just to break it up a bit. Right, so I realise now you can't kill all these, you just have to get up and down fast enough. There we go. That's how you preserve life. Right, avoid the whole suvas. Try and get that big piranha looking thing. Was I only a person that growing up thought piranhas would be more of an issue? They seem so prevalent on cartoons and stuff, right, and games. Same with quicksand. I grew up thinking it was going to be more of an issue than it's been. I don't know anyone that's encountered quicksand. Anyway. Is this just like a boss figure? Oh, man. Oh, great. That's just what I need. Big fish. Big fish, little fish cardboard box. It's not even a fish. It's like a dragon. Seems counterproductive to have a dragon underwater, right? I mean, its main strength is fire. Not this guy. He's got a full multi-pack of whole suvas to play with. Right. Let's get him done. Where's he going to come from next? Here he is. Oh, he switched up to blackcurrant. Blueberry smoothers. Oof. Oh. He just doesn't look adept to being underwater, does he, this guy? He's got no fins. Oh my gosh, it's turned into bullet hell. Yes! Is that it? We'll take that. We will take that. Very happy with the shmup level. That's got me advanced quite quickly. Right, let's see if we can get another level. Let's see if we can do 2 levels, right? And then we'll be at the final level. Woo! Okay, let's go. So, last week's gameplay. Shout out to everyone that watched Sunday's vlog. The commentary kind of descended into Bonnie Blue situation. Being 1,000th in the queue and such. So we're going to try and avoid that today. Right, that's them done. Why can't... Right, I think we're underpowered here. So randomly, my only complaint with this game is, randomly, if you exit the game and go back in, you lose your power-ups. And then you have to kind of find the shopkeeper again to buy it all back. Now that's going to be a real problem on a level like this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not moving as fast as I should be, and I'm not jumping as high as I should be. So yeah, when you're this late on in the game, you really need all your upgrades. So I might struggle more than usual. Because at this point in the game, it's challenging enough maxed out, never mind basic. Basic B. Okay. If I saw that elevator in real life, I wouldn't get on it. Just saying. Okay, checkpoint. Still no shopkeeper though. Where's my boss man? Gotta find boss man. What are these things? Do you know what these look like? They look like the kind of little cheap toys you would have got in cereals back in the day in your Weetos. And we were happy, right? What do you get with cereals nowadays? Tooth decay. That's about it. I mean, they don't seem to offer any kind of threat. But, hey ho. Really do with some food in here. Oh, an owl. I'll take the owl. The owl's my favourite power-up. And unless I can find Boss Man, I'm going to need my power-ups. Go on, mate. Go on, Bobo. Oh. What's in here? Still not got any chicken knocking about. Ah. Oof. Yes! Road chicken. Having said all that, oh, the stairs down here. Bit of salmon. What a treat. Oof. Oof. Oh, we're back underwater. Without the dolphin. It's all gone a bit Castlevania-esque, hasn't it? Oh, man. Oh, no, don't keep doing this. Don't die here. This is where I need my extra jump, though. I can't jump. How am I supposed to get up there, then? What am I supposed to do? Oh, this is ridiculous. Right, so if you can't jump on that, and you can't jump on the broom itself, what am I supposed to do? Stupid game. So you can jump on that. Why would it let me jump on it last time? You all saw me die, right? That's a small hitbox if I have to land on the bit that's not the spikes. Which, saying that loud, makes perfect sense, but... right. Take on these guys again. What is this? Like a little green hood? We're back to being 1000th in the queue for Bonnie Blue. Nobody wants a green hood. Right. Ah, it was only a matter of time. Nice. These guys, ah. Come on. We've got this. I wish these gonorrhea hoods would leave me alone. Right. Right, come on. This time, we know what we're doing now. Oh my gosh, how small is that hitbox? Do not die here again. Yes! Right, one more to get through. Ah! I'm panicking. I'm panicking! I'm gonna lose my job! Oh, dear me. Ah! Oh my gosh, we're gonna die again, aren't we? Ah! Right, we're back again. Near enough a full health bar. Oh my gosh. Yes, yeah, that'll do, whatever. Right, come on. Yes, yes! Right, I really don't have to do that again, so please don't die. That statue looks very ominous, doesn't it? Ah, another set of Into Derby escalators. Look at these things. Right. Oh. He's turned into Super Pang! Yes! All my time spent playing the Pang collection coming to fruition. The amount of references in this game is unbelievable. There's a little Triforce there, look. I don't know if I'm supposed to climb down these. Oh. I thought that was like one of these, not loads of them. Just stand here doing this. Oh, we needed that. Well, this is tricky, isn't it? What am I supposed to... No, this is impossible now. Yes! First time! Legendary! Woo! Right, this is worrying me now. The fact that when I jump it stops tells me I'm going to have to jump. Yes! Boss man! Boss man's here! Yes! I know! You are kidding me. I've just... Oh no, the excuse I made of having to buy everything. I've already got everything. I've just been rubbish. It just felt like I was underpowered. Ah, that's humbling. It's good to see Boss Man anyway. What is this? Oh my goodness. Quick, 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 quick. Yeah, you help me out, mate. Wherever you are. Oh no, the gonorrhea hoods are back. That sounds like the worst gang in history. From the tough streets of South Central, the gonorrhea hoods. Yes! We've done it! To be fair, that was not the hardest level. I'm happy with that, guys. So what's that? 2 stages? 2 stages of the final world of Amathor done. We're at the final stage, and then what I can only assume is a boss fight. I think we're going to end it there. I don't want any spoilers for people that want to play this game. Hopefully by the time you see me on Sunday, I'll be able to tell you that we've finished this game. But yeah, thanks for everybody, as always, for watching. If you've watched it this far in the video, simply let me know in the comment section below by saying Ghetto Hood. Ghetto Hood. And remember, Ghetto Lego, Ghetto War for all the giveaways. There's a lot of ghettos going on. I'll see you on the next one in a bit.